and Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Yeah, okay, so you want to go to football for a sec?
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey is a new member of the LA Rams.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's Marcus Peters going from the Rams to the Ravens. They got back Kenny Young and a fourth or a fifth, which means the Ravens secondary is crazy good now. Like,
Yeah, the Ravens are
crazy
really
good.
The Ravens are
It's all like Lamar Jackson could legitimately already be on a Super Bowl level team.
Yeah.
And just needs to be week 1 and week 2 Lamar Jackson and not week 3 and week 4.
Yeah. I think with the Ravens, they just need to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
Because they're all there.
Yeah.
They just need to find a way to put them all together. And
I
if they
feel
do,
like
they can
they're a
win
team
games.
that could go after Melvin Gordon. God, what's his name? The Chargers running back, the one that was holding out. It's Melvin Gordon, right?
Yeah.
They could be someone to go after him because he would just add another aspect to their offense. They have Mark Ingram the second as well, but he's no Melvin Gordon. Mm-hmm. He's a good running back. He's not going to add anything extra to your team. Melvin Gordon would do that, and they have money to spend.
Yeah.
They spent a lot this past offseason, but they still have a good amount of money out there. I mean, as for the Jalen Ramsey trade, 2 firsts and a fourth is a lot to give up for someone who you're going to have to pay, like put the whole bank out.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure Jalen Ramsey is the best corner in the league anymore. Maybe it was just an issue with motivation for the past few years, but he certainly hasn't been that electric player he was on, Saxonville when they had so much pressure that it just meant everyone can be really aggressive with how they're going to handle any type of route. And it'll work. Now they don't have that. I think the Jags, 2 first-round picks and a fourth will get you a lot. It can allow you to move up. They think Nick Foles is the next answer for their team at quarterback. If not, they have Gardner Minshew, who's looked damn good, could legitimately win Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's crazy for them. Mm-hmm. And then they just have a lot of different good players. And the question is now, okay, can they turn those picks back into another dominant corner? You're not going to get a top 2 or 3 corner in the league with one of those, we're assuming 15 to all the way up to 30th overall pick.
Right.
But you can still find a damn good player.
Yeah.
And it gives cap flexibility. We could see the Jaguars being aggressive in terms of signings this next offseason. But they got... I like this trade for both sides. Jalen Ramsey was not going to suit up for the Jaguars again. And look, if the Rams want to throw all that money out there just to be like what is right now a 2-4 team, mm-hmm. Go for it.
Yeah.
Their defense has all the pieces, but I mean, giving away Marcus Peters for scraps and then turning around and going for Jalen Ramsey, sure, cool. You're not going to have anywhere to hide now.
Yeah, right.
And if that trade doesn't work out, if you're now stuck and you finish the season at, let's say, 6-10, mm-hmm. which, I mean, 4-6 for the rest of the season would not be great.
Yeah.
But even if you finish 500,
mm-hmm.
you're in a hell of a division.
Yeah.
You're already way behind. Todd Gurley is not dominant like we saw. Mm-hmm. Todd Gurley is exactly what we saw with DeMarco Murray his last year with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do there? You have very little offense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have Brandon Cooks and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, which is
a good wide receiver group, but it's
decent,
not perfect.
But exactly.
It's not like
it can be better.
Yeah, exactly. The Rams really have to do a lot. They have an issue right now getting to the quarterback. That's mostly because Aaron Donald is getting triple teams, and outside of that, they have Clay Matthews and
who's
who
on
else?
the tail end of his career, I do believe.
There's a fly on the mic. I'm sorry for just blowing into it. Yeah. Football is going crazy right now.
It is.
I mean, I'm still all aboard the 49ers train. Been there since the start of the offseason. Best D-line in football. They just need a decent enough offensive game, and they're good.
Yeah.
Like, the Shanahan offense is just doing wonders for every single run. They have running back by committee, and it's just working.
Mm-hmm.
Look, they destroyed the Rams. They don't have an exceedingly difficult schedule coming up. I legitimately think they could go 13-3. 14-2 is possible. Do I think they're going to have an undefeated season? No, I'm not insane.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going to be good.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm legitimately not sure who's going to drop a game first, the 49ers or the Patriots. Because the Patriots...
I think the 49ers drop a game first.
I mean, look, the Patriots' defense is so historically dominant, but like... And then the 49ers have the second best defense in the league, but the Patriots' offense has just not looked right all year.
Well, that's just because they're still trying... I feel like they're still trying to find...
The Gronk replacement? Or the...
Not so much that, but just like trying to find like anything.
Yeah.
Even they're getting results. They're still undefeated, but it's like, okay, yeah, we have Tom Brady.
Yeah.
We have Bill Belichick. What, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
We had Antonio Brown for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But
what else do you have?
Exactly. But I mean, hey, they're making it work.
Yeah, I guess. They're making it work in such a rough and strange way that it's kind of not dangerous but worrisome. Mm-hmm. I would be happy to see the Patriots fail. I would embrace the Patriots failing, but look, they're probably going to have home field advantage again. The question is just, who do they have to go against? Right. Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs have dropped 2 straight. Both to division rivals, I believe. Mm-hmm. If not, they lost the Colts in one of them. And it's a struggle.
Yeah.
Because if the Chiefs aren't going to be the ones to take off the Patriots, who's it going to be?
Right.
And that's something we legitimately don't know. Who else in the AFC can challenge the Patriots? There's nearly no answer for us.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're just starting to think, where do we go from here?
Right.
And if the Patriots have an easy route to the Super Bowl again and the NFC is a bloodbath, it'll be like LeBron's Cavs going up against the Warriors with Kevin Durant.
Right.
Like the Cavs just easy path to the Super Bowl, and then either they're gonna win and it'll be a great game, or they're gonna get absolutely smacked.
Yeah.
I don't know. Football super interesting this year, but there's just too many questions. It's just like it is every year. At the start of the year, there's all types of question marks, and what really matters is seeding and then playoffs.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then we also got, tank wars going on. The Dolphins and the Bengals, just waiting for that. Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone watched the Dolphins-Redskins except for me, and that game was actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bad game, don't get me wrong, but it was a good game in being a bad game. Like, it was 2 teams that were so bad that somehow it became an interesting and competitive game.
Right.
It's like asking 2 5th graders to explain particle physics.
I can't even do that.
Yeah, well, I don't think any 5th grader would even know where to start. I don't think anyone here would really know where to start.
I don't know. I don't know where to start. I don't know what that is.
But, like, asking, who knows, like, asking, just, like, having 2 people who aren't sure go at it at something and figure it out. Yeah. Like, just go. That's what football is at the start of the season. That's what basketball is at the start of the season. And that is the most interesting thing to talk about. Mm-hmm.